everybody. Welcome back. It's Debbie with the Question Queens, and we are on part four of the Dopey podcast interview with Tom Macdonald. Where we left off was he talked about when he had first drank, when he got high the first time, how he kind of had a mental breakdown. Severe anxiety. And where we left off, he had just moved or just went back home to his mom's for 9 months and basically just told his mom every single day for 9 months that he wasn't okay. And that's where we left off. So, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that now. All right, let's go ahead and get to it.
Still couldn't fucking eat, still couldn't fucking sleep. Like, dude, when I'm laying down in bed at night, I'm like not even fucking sleeping. I'm waiting for like the fucking next day to happen. And like, this is how fucked up it is. I got a fucking laptop next to my bed playing like rom-coms, like all the dumbest fucking romantic comedies from fucking the 90s and early 2000s that you could, it's just straight fucking good vibes. And I'm trying to soak up as much of that shit as I can, right? So I got fucking rom-coms playing on the fucking laptop next to the bed. And I got a phone sitting on the pillow next to my head playing a fucking podcast simultaneously.
That couldn't have been good. That couldn't have been good for your brain anyway. But keep going.
Bro, it's all I could fucking do. I literally could not handle silence. I could not fucking handle silence.
You needed something, right? You needed something in your ear.
Wow.
I got you.
And if there was only one thing to fucking concentrate on, it felt like that one thing was commanding my attention, and I could not give my attention to one thing. So I had to have fucking options.
Right.
I had to have, I felt like there was pressure on me to watch the fucking movie if that's the only thing that was on. So I had the fucking podcast playing on my phone next to my head. I had the fucking laptop sitting right there, and I'm tuning in and out from both of them fucking all night. And I don't remember.
Podcast.
Not Dopey.
No.
A different podcast.
It was the Dopey podcast.
A different podcast.
Dude, I'm like, through the fucking anxiety, I'm fucking forcing myself to like research this shit. And I'm reading all about different fucking mental health problems. Like, because I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. I don't know if I have schizophrenia, if I have some sort of panic disorder. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And, but I'm researching this shit like all the fucking time, trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with me and what sort of mental illness this is and how does one recover from this type of thing. And like, I'm not fucking making music at all. I've completely fucking abandoned that. I've come to terms with the fact that like, this is very likely my life now. I don't think that I'm ever going to fucking,
you're done.
Make music
you don't think
again.
You're going to get out of it. You're not going to forget making music. Are you ever going to enjoy a minute of your life, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And every moment felt like a fucking eternity, dude. It would like be crazy. I'd be like sitting on the couch feeling fucking like in total anguish. And I'd like look at the clock and like fucking 2 minutes had gone by and it felt like a fucking lifetime. Like it was fucked. So I'm researching this shit and I'm reading books. I'm reading The Power of Now. I'm reading fucking all these types of self-help, fucking power of positivity, fucking blah, 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 blah. And in Canada, the healthcare system is like a lot different. So I'm like, I need to fucking see a therapist. I need to talk to somebody. And because all of those types of services are covered by your fucking medical plan in Canada, which you pay into with your taxes and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, cool. You get, when you need a fucking CAT scan, well, that's free. You need a fucking meeting with a therapist, that's fucking free. But guess what? You might probably not going to talk to him for 6 fucking months. And you're probably not going to get that fucking CAT scan for fucking 8 weeks or whatever the fucking case may be.
So all of us, all of this, the US people who say how great it is in Canada, you're saying maybe not so great. I'm just kidding.
No, it's fucking horrible.
All right.
And
that's good.
And
all my anti-Canadian sentiment is finally on the money. I'm with you.
No, shut up. I love Canada, but the healthcare system's fucked up. And don't get me wrong, bro. Like the United States, in my opinion, is the greatest fucking country in the world. It's given me everything that I've ever wanted. But as progressive and as cutting edge as America is, they should be fucking ashamed of their healthcare system as well. It's fucked. But if you need something and you need something fucking immediately, at least you can get it here.
Yeah.
You just have to pay for it eventually.
Exactly. But whatever. Money is no fucking object when you're like on the fucking brink of fucking suicide every fucking day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
I can't imagine being in that state, a state of mind, and then being told, yeah, you can see somebody, but it's going to be weeks and weeks. And I'm not going to go down the whole road or pathway to talking about healthcare and all that stuff, but my heart goes out to him at that time because I can't even imagine feeling like that. And then that's got to give you panic. Like, so the panic on top of anxiety, that's a lot.
So you'll find a fucking way to get it one way or another. So that was fucking heartbreaking for me because I was like, I need to talk to a therapist. And when they tell me, oh, well, we got fucking openings fucking 5.5 months from now, I'm like, dog, I don't know if I'm going to make it through the next 2 days. I need to talk to somebody fucking now. You know what I mean? So I go to the fucking doctor and
I'm going to say one thing. He certainly does say the F word a lot. Like, a lot. I'm just kind of blown away at it. I didn't expect that, and not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just still shocked but it is a very heavy topic for him, so that makes sense. But anyway.
The fucking doctor, and they check my blood pressure, and it's 170 over 150.
Yeah.
Like they're like you're gonna have a fucking stroke. Like you're lucky you haven't had a fucking stroke already.
How old are you? How old are you in that?
I was wondering that.
I guess it's like fucking 5 or 6 years ago now. I think I was probably like
26
or 27.
Yeah, horrible. Young man.
Okay.
A stroke is not on the agenda for a fucking 26-year-old or a 27-year-old. And you're not like fucking smoking crack or shooting meth or something that could generate some kind of high blood pressure like that. All right, I'm with you. So what does the doctor say?
Puts me on fucking blood pressure medication because it's so fucking rank that he's like literally worried that like he's like, you're like in stroke zone. Like you're going to fucking have a jammer, dude. Like, so they put me on this blood pressure medication. And they also put me on, fuck, what was it? It started with a T. There's these little blue pills, and apparently they're made for a lot of like big musicians. Like if they're gonna go do like a tryout for like a fucking the fucking Paris Symphony Orchestra, they'll take one of these fucking pills, and it's supposed to block the fucking adrenaline receptors in your brain. It prevents the adrenaline from binding, so you don't get these like crazy rushes and nervousness and shit like that. Tranopropanol or some shit like that. Anyways, that was their first thing. So I'd take one of those a day. Didn't seem to help, so they put me on 2 a day. I took 2 of them a day for quite a while, no real effect. And like at this point in time, dude, like
it's a beta blocker.
I'm giving you the Reader's Digest, but we're fucking 5, 6, 7 months into this shit of like every fucking day. Like it's grim, you know what I mean? It's real fucking bad. So it gets to a point where like I'm like, I need something, and I need something right fucking now. I need something that's gonna like, I need somebody to save my life. I need it. Like, it's like, I can't fucking do this anymore. Wow. So I like go to the doctor and I'm like, dude, like I need something. Like, can you give me fucking Ativan? Can you give me Ativan? Cause I've fucking been reading about this shit. I'm reading books. I'm researching. I'm taking all these fucking drugs. Nothing's working. I'm fucking meditating. I'm exercising. I'm still fucked up. Like, I can't talk. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I need something. Can you give me fucking Ativan? Can you fucking give that to me? And I'm like begging people at this point. I don't want the Cipralex. I don't want the fucking Seroquel. I can't talk to a doctor, a therapist for fucking 6 months. I need something that's going to fucking save my life today because I'm not going to fucking see tomorrow if you can't give it to me.
So why Ativan? Like, why Ativan and not Klonopin or Xanax or Valium? Why Ativan?
It just seemed like Ativan was the fucking younger brother of like a lot of those big scary ones.
Ativan's awesome. I remember my wife, like when I started dating her, she had Ativan, and I would be like, "Oh, can I come over tonight and we can get some Ativan?" Like I loved it. You know, my wife is beautiful, but the Ativan was incredibly attractive to me. So did he give you the Ativan?
Yeah, he did. He gave me 10 of them. And he said, which is fucking crazy. You know what? I got to give credit where credit's due. And that doctor did a fucking incredible job. He did the blood pressure medication. He did the other shit to block the fucking adrenaline. Like he's doing everything he can so that he's not going to make a fucking addict out of me. He's doing everything. But so he goes, look, man, and I've seen doctors since then, bro, where like I was on fucking tour one time and I was having wicked panic. And I went to a fucking doctor, and the doctor at the hospital gave me a bottle of 30 and said, take 3 a day. And they were like 1 meg fucking Ativans. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why would you just give me that and tell me to take, that's fucking insane. So anyways, that was way after the fact. Back then he goes, yeah, okay, cool. I'll give you 10 and I'm going to give you 0.5, which is like the weakest fucking Ativan that you can get.
It's a non-addictive small dose. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Thank you. Gives them to me. I go home that fucking day. Like I said, I don't do well with medication. So I wait until my mom gets home from work. And when my mom gets home from work, I say, hey, I got this bottle of fucking Ativan. I'm going to take one of them right now. After my bad experiences with the Cipralex and the Seroquel and da-da-da-da-da, keep an eye on me after I take this Ativan and make sure that I don't fucking wig out or have a seizure or some fucked up shit. And she's like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I'll keep an eye on you. So I take this fucking Ativan, dude. And 15 minutes later, for the first fucking time in 7 months, I felt like myself.
Oh my God.
Like, it was like fucking,
I don't know what
I am not like, it was a fucking miracle. Like I'm not, I'm not like a big pharmaceutical like pill guy and shit, but I definitely think that like they have a fucking place, and if fucking used properly, I'm
gonna tell you all, I have so much medication that I am on, and I know he's talking about the whatever pranolol, because that's a beta blocker, and I'm on one, and I have so much medication. And before I got really sick, I wouldn't take anything, and it just like I have a love-hate relationship with medication. Like, I'm very grateful that we have it, but I also hate taking medicine. Hate it. And I have to really watch myself on like pain medication. I will push myself to the absolute limit of where I'm dying, and I'm just going to have to go to the hospital before I take another one, because I know how risky it is and how addictive it is, and I never want to be, in that situation. But that's amazing. Within 15 minutes or however long, I'm sure it was probably, whatever. It was the medication that helped him. Well, thank God he found that.
And if fucking used properly, it's a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, but I needed a period of not
normalcy,
acute mental unwellness where I can figure out where the bullet hole was. And I couldn't find it unless I could regain some semblance of fucking normalcy in my life. So to me, like, that's what the Ativan offered me. It offered me an opportunity to be calm enough for long enough where I could at least survive until I could get to therapy. And, you know, I got a tattoo on my stomach and it says, if you don't know where the fire started, you will surely burn in it. And I had to figure out where that fucking fire was burning at, dude. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without that fucking Ativan. So,
well, it slowed you down. It slowed you down so you can reintegrate yourself into your body and your brain. So, like, you take the 10, do you need another prescription right away? Like, how did that go after you took the first 10?
Yeah, I went back, dude. And
how,
I got
how
more
fucking
at
good.
it.
How good was it when you were finally back in your head and you're not needing two things at once and you probably could talk to your mother? It's like even just hearing the story, I feel relieved for you.
I know.
Like, describe that, like, coming back.
Dude, I just, like, I had completely, like, forgot who I was, bro. I had no idea who I was anymore. I felt like the person that used to, like, live inside me was gone, and now I'm just like this shell of this person. It looks like Tom. It fucking sounds like Tom, but it's not.
Oh my
like
gosh.
It's just like a fucking hologram of, like, who that person was. It's like a physical representation of what Tom looks like, and that's it. So when I took that fucking Ativan, literally for the first time in 7 months, I was like, I remembered who I was. I remember what I felt like. I remember, oh my God, like, holy shit. It was like my fucking soul, like, came back into my fucking body. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I could fucking make music again. Maybe I could fucking go see my fucking friends again. Maybe I can say more than fucking 4 words to my mom every day. Maybe I can fucking eat food that I like again. Maybe I can get a good night's sleep. Like, it was like literally
hope.
Felt like a second lease on fucking life.
I had hope.
All these things came rushing back in, all these possibilities that I had completely written off and wiped out over the last 7 months, and sort of submitted to the fact that I was going to be a fucking head case forever. And it was literally like I fucking saw the sun for the first time, dude. Like, it was fucking unfucking believable. Like, it was incredible. But with that fucking newfound bravery, I no longer felt like it was necessary to not drink anymore. I no longer felt like it was necessary to not smoke and smoke weed and da-da-da-da-da. So, like, I got, a false sense of confidence. And I never, drank heavy like I used to drink, but I drank again, and I smoked weed again, and I partied again, and I started living my fucking life like life didn't just fucking be like, hey, idiot, I just taught you like a huge fucking lesson. You were literally knocking on death's door, asshole. Now you're out here fucking doing the same shit all over again. And, Ativan became like a fucking way of life, bro. Like, and that mental unraveling, like, it fucking weakened me, whether I wanted to, like, admit it or not. Like, I was fucking bulletproof for fucking 25 years, bro. Fucking bulletproof. There wasn't a fucking goddamn thing in the world that could touch me at all. I wasn't fucking afraid of anything. I wasn't fucking afraid of anybody. I didn't have any overwhelming emotions that I had difficulty dealing with. Nothing. I was fucking bulletproof. But that fucking mental break, I likened it to, it's like dropping a fucking plate on the ground and it smashes into 30 pieces. And the Ativan and the therapy and the research and all the bullshit helped me glue that plate back together. And it looks like the same fucking plate. It sure looks like it.
But it's a broken plate.
But you put a couple pieces of fucking fruit or something on that plate, and it's going to start to crack and rattle, and it's going to fucking fall apart again. So, I would get like a headache, and all of a sudden I'd be like, why do I have this headache? I got fucking brain cancer. I got a brain tumor. What the fuck's going on here? Or like, I'd get a bruise that I didn't remember getting, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this? I got leukemia or something? Like, what the fuck is I started catastrophizing like everything in my fucking life,
right.
like because I was so used to like,
being bulletproof.
I'd step on a nail and then be like, "Ow, fuck, that hurts," but I'll be fine tomorrow, and then I was fine tomorrow. Or something would happen and I'd be like, that sucks, but it's going to be all good tomorrow. And it was all good tomorrow. That fucking mental breakdown was the first time in my fucking life where I was like, I'm going to sleep, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and it's going to be fine. But it fucking wasn't. It was worse. And that caused like some sort of fucking PTSD that like this trauma had occurred. And prior to that in my life, every time that there was trauma, it would dissipate. But this time it didn't. It got worse and worse and worse and worse. So now that same fucking
fear.
I'm using that situation as the reference point for every other situation in my life now.
Wow.
If I get a headache, it's got to be fucking brain cancer. I'm dying. If I get a fucking bruise, it's got to be leukemia. I'm fucking dying.
Catastrophizing
I work
every
out,
little circumstance.
Everything.
As bad as it could be.
I wake up and I'm like, my hands are a little shaky one day, or my legs feel weak, and I'm like, fuck, I got MS, or I got diabetes, or I got blah, 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 blah. So it starts this whole thing of like constantly getting blood work done, and fucking every time I have a fucking headache, I'm taking a fucking Ativan instead of taking a fucking Tylenol, because the pain doesn't fucking matter to me. It's the crazy shit that's going on in my head that's paralyzing me. So like now I'm fucking taking Ativan constantly to deal with these little small nuisances in my life. And I essentially got fucking addicted to the goddamn Ativan.
Yeah. Well, Ativan will do that to you. Benzos will do it to you, right?
Yeah, quickly. So
and are you rapping during that period? You're rapping, you're writing rhymes, you're performing, and probably it's part of the culture anyway. Like benzos rose in hip hop culture and like partying and like, so it's like you're kind of in this universe of getting high anyway, right?
It was fucking perfect because I was just like, all this shit these guys were when Tupac was talking about shooting guns and selling drugs and pimping hoes and bullshit like that, like, and I couldn't relate to that. That's where the disconnect was. But now all this shit these rappers are talking about, drinking lean, taking Xannies, blah, 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 blah. Perfect. I'm really fucking doing that shit because I have to. So now I can talk about that shit just like those guys are talking about that shit, and it's honest. So I made a bunch of music about fucking, bro, like I had an album that never fucking came out that was called Teacups. And it was a fucking photo of 3 teacups on a table from the top down. And there was fucking blue pills, pink pills, and yellow pills filling up the teacups. And that was what the fucking album was called. And all of the fucking music was centered around fucking the drugs I was taking and fucking, I was trying to convince myself in those songs that it was fun taking this shit, but it wasn't fun. But it was my only. It
was supposed to be the cure for your fucking mental illness, and then it became the cure for everything. Then it becomes a habit, and like, where is the boundary between getting high, getting well, and being addicted? You never get high at that point,
exactly.
And it's certainly not a good time, right?
Exactly. So, essentially, what happened is I got these fucking headaches, fucking every day for like a month, and the headaches are so fucking bad that it's like I'm minding my business and it feels like a fucking knife. All of a sudden it's like ding, and I'm like, oh, and I could physically like flinch from it. So I'm taking these Ativans to fucking chill myself out and I pretty much convinced myself that like I got a brain tumor and I'm fucking dying. Like I gotta go, like I'm broke. Like I'm in California at this point in time. Like after I regain a sense of self in Canada, my fucking visa comes in. Like fucking a week after I finally have like regained my sense of self, the lawyer calls, visa's approved, motherfucker. Okay, cool. On a plane, fucking boom, to California, fucking getting fucking Ativans from my doctor, having these fucking headaches, da-da-da-da-da. And then I pretty much convinced myself that I've got this fucking brain tumor, and I tell my folks about it. And at this point, my folks have been watching me go through this thing where I'm like, I got a fucking hangnail, and that means my arm's broken and my fucking shoulder's going to fall off and just like fucked up shit. So they know that like I've become like a hypochondriac through this shit, or have health anxiety or something. And I'm going to a therapist out here finally in California and talking to him, and fucking that's helping a little bit. But I'm still like pretty rattled. So I tell my folks, like, I've been having these crazy headaches. I think I have a fucking brain tumor. I can't concentrate on anything else. I have no fucking money. Like, I can barely like afford to fucking see this therapist. That's $500 fucking every time I see him. So I can only go like once a month, fucking maybe, if I can put the fucking money together. And like, it's just fucked. So I tell my parents I need to go have a fucking MRI. I think I have a brain tumor. I can't concentrate on anything else. I'm in bed all day, fucking da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, my dad's like, yo, man, like you see like what you're doing, right? Like, you're every single thing that's wrong, you think it's this massive thing, blah, 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 blah. But I'll give you the money for the fucking MRI if you think that's going to make you feel better. But if you go have this fucking MRI, you got to believe what the imaging says. And you can't walk out of there and just be like, oh, fuck those doctors. They don't know what they're talking about. Da, 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 da. And I say, fine. Okay, I'll do that. So he gives me the fucking $550. I go have the fucking MRI. 2 days later, they fucking call me. Well, first of all, I went to a fucking doctor and told them, man, I'm having these headaches right here. And da, 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 da. And it's affecting my vision. I feel all fucked up. And she's like, I think you need to go have an MRI. And I was like, why? Do you think it's a brain tumor? And she's like, I doubt it, but the way you're describing it, it's like such a localized pain. It's in the same spot every time. Yeah. That it could be something gnarly. You should go have this MRI. So I was like, okay, fine. Go do it. My dad pays for it. 2 days later, they call me back. It's unremarkable. They said I had sinusitis. I have a deviated septum.
I had the exact same thing happen to me. I wrote a song about it, actually. I had the exact same thing where I had this pain in the back of my head and I had to get the MRI and it was sinusitis. Keep going, please. Sorry. I had the exact same.
Fucking crazy. Yes. Crazy. So yeah, they tell me it's fine. You got a deviated septum, like pretty acute sinusitis, blah, 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 blah. And that was the second time where I escaped like my own fucking hell that I had created. Similar to that, how the Ativan sort of like allowed me to like become myself again. It was like that piece of information. I was like, oh my God, that's fucking incredible. Live. So yeah. So Nova, my girlfriend, you know, she's been one of my best friends for fucking 15 years. Since I'd gotten to California, she had been hitting me up and saying like, hey dude, like come hang out, like, or come to this party I'm having, or come to this potluck, or come to this fucking studio. She had a record deal at the time. Come to this fucking big famous fucking studio and like, you know, see the fucking famous artists that are here, and come hang out with these world famous producers and write some music with me and da 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 da. And I would always be like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll be there. But I never went. I ghosted every single time because I was so fucked up and so anxious and living in my own fucking apartment. I literally couldn't fucking walk out the door. So when that doctor called and said, hey, it's unremarkable, you're fine, all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I've been living the last fucking year and a half
thinking he had a brain tumor.
Completely fucking separated from society, completely living in my fucking own head, making the same fucking in fear, ruled by fear.
Delusion. Yes.
Yeah. And still fucking drinking here and there. And now I'm addicted to this fucking Ativan and fucking, I'm in the same fucking situation I was, you know, a year ago. It's just different now, but it's the same. But when I got that phone call, the first thing I fucking did was call Nova. And I called Nova and I said, hey, I know I've been fucking ghosting you for fucking months. I just wanted to let you know that, like, I thought I had fucking brain cancer, and, like, I just got the phone call that says I didn't, and I'm going to come see you, like, right now. And she was like, yeah, okay, like, whatever, see you when you get here, expecting to not see me.
He's not coming.
And fucking 30 minutes later, me and my dog were on her doorstep, knocking on the door, and I fucking reclaimed my life, like, from that day forward. I once again fucking quit the drinking, like, pretty much entirely. Like, since then, you know, I've had like a beer here or there, or a half a glass of champagne, or something really fucking minuscule like that. Yeah, like, but as of right now, like, I haven't drank in fucking, it's got to be like a couple years, dude.
What about
like,
the
I don't keep track of it. But, see, the thing that happened with the Ativan was I got fucking Ativan fucking sitting right over there, dude. I got 2 bottles of this shit. But
you've got this disorder. You need. I mean, so you take it as prescribed.
Not really. Like what ended up happening was I went from taking fucking 1 or 2 a day down to fucking 1 a day, down to 1 every other day, down to cutting them in fucking half every other day, to cutting them into quarters and like licking dust off my finger, to the point where
he weaned himself off.
I haven't taken it in probably close to the amount of time when I quit drinking, probably like a year and a half. But I keep the fucking things on deck just in case. It's like a fucking safety blanket. Like everywhere I go, man, it's in my fucking pocket. It's in my bag.
It's like an EpiPen or something, or like a fucking in case of emergency, break glass. When you started quitting alcohol and Ativan, were you still doing therapy? Was there 12-step? I've seen videos you've done where you kind of do the 12-step thing in the video. Like, was that part of your recovery or no?
No.
Didn't ever take part in a program. Didn't ever do anything like that. See, for me, it was fucking really easy. Well, not easy, but I didn't need like a group setting or anything like that. Like, I've always been like a fucking loner. I like to hang out by myself. And I got so fucking scared, like so fucking scared so intensely all at once that like, that's like all I needed. If I find something that I fucking like, dude, I will fucking do it. I have an addictive personality. If I find something I fucking like, I will do it as often as possible, as much of it as I can.
I was going to share something with you all. I guess it's been like 3 years ago. All of a sudden, I got this little bitty spot right on my side. It was a little pink thing. It was itchy, and I'm like, what is that? Did I get bit by something or whatever? Well, then the next day, it spread a little bit, and eventually, it had little bumps, and it kept spreading. And then I got on my arms. I'm like, hold up, what on earth is wrong with me? And I thought it was stress and anxiety. I thought it was hives. Eventually, it got so bad, I had to end up going to the doctor. Well, they couldn't figure out what it was. So they did biopsies, which I still have all my scars. Yeah, you probably can't see that, but it doesn't really matter. See, there you go. There's my brain. I don't even know why I was telling you that. Something he just said. Hang on, I got to rewind it so I remember why. Medicine brain right there.
I have an addictive personality. If I find, I will find needed. I need that, like, that's like all I needed. If I find something that I fucking like, dude, I will fucking do it.
I think it was before that.
Like, so fucking scared, so intensely, all at once.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So him living like that for so long, trapped inside his own head, literally, I mean, terrified of everything. And even things were normal, he was scared that they were going to turn into something. But that's why I brought up that rash that I got, that I ended up going to 5 different doctors. It is the first time in my life that I said to the doctor, my last doctor, I said, if you don't help me I'm going to take my life. It's going to happen. I can't live like this anymore. And it got so bad, I could not have anything touch my skin. And heat was my worst enemy. And if I did finally fall asleep after being up for 48 hours or whatever it was, I would finally fall asleep and I would wake up and there would be blood on the sheets from scratching while I was asleep. It was that bad. Well, guess what it was? A gluten allergy. Of all the things in the world. But why I'm telling you this is that now that I know, and I knew, the doctor, after she finally figured it out, she's like, this is what you have to cut out. I mean, I go straight home and throw everything away. You stick a piece of bread or whatever in front of me. No, not ever going to happen. No. And I kind of feel like that's where he was, where, nope, I don't need it. I don't need help. I don't need therapy. I don't need, you don't have to counsel me on how to eat. I got this. It'll never happen again. When you are that fearful, and this went on, by the way, for almost 7 months because they could not figure out what was wrong with me. It was really bad. So if you all ever get a rash and you ever know anybody that has a rash that they can't figure it out, literally all I did was stop eating bread, flour, anything like that. And it was gone. My rash went away. Crazy, huh? But anyway, I thought I would share that with you because I can definitely relate. I'm not saying to the level of his fear, because I don't know, it might have been, but it was really bad. It was the first time in my entire life I'd ever thought of taking my life because I could not handle it anymore. It was the most painful thing I've ever been through in my entire life. And I'm in a lot of pain all the time. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this last part up. I already forgot what number, part 4. And that was so interesting to hear that whole story. And I love that he's sharing all the details. And I really love that Dopey's actually letting him speak and, kind of just prompting him to share more and kind of back up and like, no, tell us more about that. And he's doing it, which is really cool because normally everybody's so rushed or they don't get into the details of the story. But anyway, so that's the video. Thank you guys so much. And I will be back with the part 5. Okay, you can already tell math's not my best skill. All right, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit it on the way out. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.